Hello, class. Have a good day. In continuation, of course, with the introduction to cruise line, we have here the topic for chapter 2, which is the anatomy of the cruise ship. So, the learning objective for today is for us to classify the ship according to their style. We need also to compare the older ship style to the newer ones. We need to explain how ship size and space are measured, the list of the facilities found on the most cruise vessels, and of course, the most important thing is we should know how to interpret the deck plan. So, with regards of the style of the ship, we have the first is the classic ocean liner. So, it is the epitome of the golden age, and it epitomized the golden age of cruising, and mostly it is built before 1970. We have also the contemporary cruise ship. It is actually attractive, and majority of the large ship came in this industry. And as you have noticed here, they have a lot of lifeboat and a lot of balcony side from this part until to the upper part of this cruise ship. It's all balcony side, so it is called the contemporary cruise ship because it is very huge and it can cater more than 1,000 of the passenger. Next is the small ship. It is actually can accommodate fewer than 200 passenger. It is the most chartered one. Like for example, for different groups because it looks like an oversized yacht and it gives emphasis and an up close to more intimate cruise vacation. We have also the river boats. This is usually for city tour purposes within the riverside. Like for example, in the Nile River, it is good for exploration class, and it's just for 1 day tour only. We have barge, we have cargo, and we have some types like tanker. So barge is commonly transfer some goods like cars on the other island. So this used for the transportation purposes, and the barge is commonly used to connect not other island to other island. We have also ferries here in the Philippines. We do have a lot of ferries like Negros Navigation. Before we have what we call super ferry, and this ferries class is commonly used for transportation, not just the passenger but also for the what we call for the transportation of goods. Okay, so in the European part, no, it's a counterpart also that offers accommodation. So some of the ferries used to have an accommodation. Negros Navigation here in the Philippines also have an accommodation, but few accommodation only. But majority is giving a chance for everyone not to have to cater for the passenger purposes. Okay, and then we do have the tanker. This is commonly for the deck and engine career, and this one they used to have the tanker and the cargo ship, and of course the bulk carrier, no, for the transportation of some of the equipments, the reefer, and the compartments container. So this is used commonly for the cargo purposes. Then we have the difference between the classic ship versus modern ship. As you can see before, for the classic ship, majority of the old ship or traditional ship is made of wood. Some of the materials made of brass and the natural materials. Well, now for the modern ship, they used to have a synthetic materials. Even class in the public areas, modern ship are they do have the large public areas now for the passenger. Even like in the atrium side, you can see a lot of public areas wherein the passenger could sit down and relax now in the different lounge near to the front desk office. Unlike the classic ship, they used to have the modest size only. And even the nuts, now the traveling time, of course, the modern ship are now faster. This operated by the computerized system. In the classic ship, of course, some of them are steamship, and the travel time is much lesser. Okay, they do have also difference on the portholes. Majority of the classic ship class, they used to have only portholes. They don't have any balcony side, unlike in the modern ship, where they have a lot of options with regards of the stateroom side, no, because they used to have a lot of verandas and balcony, and even in terms of facilities, like the swimming pool, the modern ship, they do have the larger swimming pool, and not just swimming pool, but they used to have also the water activities on that. They have a lot of slides. No, they really entice a passenger with kinds of the swimming pool that they have, unlike the ship, no, in the classical ship, they used to have a smaller one. Okay, and with regards of the size, uh, the good thing about the smaller ship, they used to have a bigger stateroom, the size itself. But for the bigger one, they compress it into a more, because they accommodate more than 4,000 passenger nowadays. So they have the compressed size of each stateroom, especially for the crew. So there are some rooms that is good for four and good for six employee or crew member. Okay, so it become more smaller. Sizing of the ship class, it is the number of stateroom. um, when you determine the number of stateroom and the number of the passenger, it can determine already the gross registered tonnage, because the gross registered tonnage class is the size determined by a formula that gauge with the volume of the public space on the ship. And once, of course, this is only the logic now. Once the more guest accommodation, or the more of the public space, and also the more stateroom, no, the higher, of course, the gross registered tonnage. So there are some advantages, no, on smaller, and advantages of the larger. So larger ship, more facilities, more fun of activities, more choice, more stateroom to choose from. Smaller, it is, but with regards of the atmosphere, the ambient, it is more on. If you want to have an intimate atmosphere, of course, a smaller ship, because in smaller ship you can see, and you can meet of some of your co-passenger or co-employees, no, in a day, because it's very small and you can know each other, no. But in the larger ship, it is basically dramatic and looking, and it is so wide. The spectrum is so wide, and it's really hard to see each other, no, from day to day. So it is quite stable on water, unlike the smaller ship, because the larger ship, they used to be built um, pertaining to any kind of typhoon, no, they are made for any kind of typhoon, unlike the smaller ship. It is quite not stable on water, especially because it's small, so it can easily be hit, no, by those waves. And also, um, aside from that, you can also see the advantage of the larger ship, wherein with regards of the satisfactions, they offer a lot of activities, mainly activities, and a larger uh, area for dining room, for any choice of dining room, and a lot more, no, for the facilities and amenities. So we have also the ship facilities, which are divided into three. We have the stateroom space, we have the private space, and the public space. If you talk about private, it's for the crew. The public space is for the passenger, and the stateroom, of course, it's a space for both passenger and crew. So you're familiar with the public space already, but this class, watch the Symphony of the Sea. This a quick tour and review for this video, no, to see how it looks like the Symphony of the Sea, which the current um the biggest, no, among all the cruise ship, the Symphony of the Sea. And here's the link now for the YouTube uh link, so kindly watch on that. We have ship facilities and the public spaces. As you can see, this is the atrium. Commonly, atrium is located on the middle side or the midship side of the cruise ship. You can see here the purser's desk, which is the front desk office. They have some lounge here where you can relax, and some restaurant also behind it. And you can just relax and sit down while you want to wait for something, inquire for something in the front desk. So anything you want to see, uh, with a whole view of the ship. No, atrium is in the middle, so you can see the entire view of the whole ship. And also we have the main dining room. We have two main sitting, wherein they provide you a complete main course, no, for the dinner and lunch, of course. But if you miss that, you can go to the other side, wherein they have the buffet area. But this one is very huge. As you can see, it can accommodate the entire facilities can accommodate all the guests, no, at one time. We have the reception desk. This is commonly uh, called as a purser's desk. It is equivalent to the hotel front desk or information. So the dining room, guests can eat here. For the larger ship, it features several dining room. They have also the specialty dining room, wherein you could uh, eat some of the special cuisine. This is the alternative dining room, wherein like a buffet area, wherein if you miss some of these complete course dining, no, so you can have dinner or lunch at Lido Deck. Okay, we have also the showroom. It is the entertainment events usually takes place every night. We have also the crew show, wherein all the crew show their talents. Majority of in the crew show, especially Filipino, they love to share their talents like singing and dancing. They used to have also some play like Les Miserables, some stage plays, no, like Disney. Um, they feature some famous Disney play, and what else? So all the cruise show is commonly takes place here. So the pool area, if it is covered by glass light, it's called Magro Dome. But usually the pool area can be uh, located at a different area, like in the upper deck, or they do have also the swimming pool um, in the lower side, we're in beside the spa, no, but the smaller one, it is what we call the indoor swimming pool. So if you want to enjoy some of the services of the spa, salon, and the gym, it's commonly located at the upper deck, okay, where the swimming pool is located. So we have also children's area, wherein you could drop your children, especially if there are tours that they prohibit the children on that particular tour. So you just leave your children here, and the crew will be taking care of the kids, because they do have a lot of activities for kids here. It's like a semi classroom style, or uh, um, they do have a lot of playground play what you call this for the like a playground for the kids facilities, and they used to have a lot of games, something like that, so you can just enjoy also your tour without worrying about your kids. Okay, they have the gift shop. The gift shop, I love shopping, I love brand name before, no, but of course now I already adjusted. But because before you have a lot of money, if you're working in the ship, you can avail some discount on perfumes, on the clothes you want to wear. There's a lot of branded and signature in this gift shop, no. Infirmary, the medical facilities, and stateroom naman class, it's also called the cabin. It is a guest rooms in a hotel. So in other words, it's this short term for the cabin, or your room, or the passenger room. So this is the cabin hallway in between the different cabins, and then we have the cabin hallway, and you can see the outside stateroom design. This is commonly a veranda or a window type outside stateroom, where you can see the view of the ocean. And then this outside room class, as you can see here, usually it's for two person or to three packs. Okay, there are some couch bed, a couch bed that is converted to accommodate at least three packs in a room. Okay, they used to have windows also. And for the inside cabin, these are the cabins without any window, without any balcony. But as you can see, this bed can be separated into two. So it can be four packs, it can be three packs. Now they have ceiling bed. They do have also the wall bed, and underneath of that bed, they have the rollaway bed. So there are some rooms that is considered for four packs. Okay. Then we have the penthouse. As you can see, it's a complete package. They have the butler. They used to have different amenities. They have the huge balconies or veranda. It's like a one-bedroom room penthouse. They used to have a small sink, mini bar, and some dining areas and living room. So it's a complete package. It's very expensive, but it's worth it. Okay, it is the one of the premium uh, perks. Now you can have all the perks on suite cabin because you pay for this. No. Then we have the private space, including the bridge area, wherein no one can go inside, even the crew. Only the from the deck. Okay, so it's the bridge wherein they do the navigation. We have the galley. Yeah, I know you're familiar with galley. Then we have the engine room here, wherein all the technical troubleshoot is here in the engine for electricity, refrigeration, and etc. That would be all for this chapter class, and I'll be going to give you another set of video for the next topic. Thank you so much, and God bless.